points. And the London Bulldogs.
Well, that's the thing, bro. Like, y'all be joining all them leagues, man. Y'all be getting burnt out on this shit, bro. Like,
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Yeah, like 2, I'll still get an extra play a little bit more, but.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Yeah, that's too many, bro. That's too many, man. Where's that damn... Alright, there's the playing field. CC's going good, man. You know, I'm sitting there, you know, they're like 11-2 or some shit, so... Yep.
They'll come out throwing here on the first down. Flushed out right.
Can we get him? No. All right, cool.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
They'll
take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Out here.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
You let him walk?
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back.
You still got a solid roster, though.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
I'll wait for that to come back.
Wow. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Who had this Saints team? Like, was it a known guy, like one of the regulars, or what? That's crazy, bro. This team is terrible.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Should have been. I mean, the guy was literally in man.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Bass. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
But he took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here, because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
The opening drive, holding him to 3 psychologically, maybe a win for the defense.
Yeah, you saw it late, though. I guess you put too much air on it.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Let me ask you this.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Here's Jones on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we we see big plays and in disaster.
I wish you could choose.
We just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Like, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
All right, here we go.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here at 2nd and 15.
I would actually stick around.
2nd and 15. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed first round?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
These ain't my boys out here, man.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Don't even know how to showboat properly around here.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Set these audibles up real quick. There we go. All right, let's do it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Go!
Jones going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go. Head over. Hey, block it. Check.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Damn, I don't even know the guy's name, bro. Shit.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
I'm glad it happened for you, man. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Hey! Hey!
Kill.
Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure.
Nah, bro.
That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
I'm just doing all types of weird shit I should never fucking do in the game, Like, I would never do this shit in a regular, like a real game, like legit. I'm fighting for a playoff spot game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
My best bet right there,
36 yards on the play.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Yeah, they called it a crossbody inaccurate.
15 and a Saints 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready? 50, plant. 5. Yeah.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, this one.
On 1st down, Jones. He's going to let it go deep. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense is extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played.
What I got here?
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Bass. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Second and 1.
Oh, man.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And a loss here as he's taken down.
It's only pass rush I got.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
The leg made you do that hurry up shit? Like the spike?
And they'll send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Don't follow. Good job.
Jones fumbled the ball.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, Gates with a grab. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And a Saints first down.
Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down.
And 9 at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line. Let's see what we got in the bag of tricks.
Now Jones. And this is going to be
This 89 full power is going to be a definitely
picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turning...
I'm going to start the other quarterback. Hold on. I think he has better, 92 throw power over 89. Let's see if famous Jameis can lead this, man. Yeah, picked up Jameis. Jameis is a really good Madden quarterback, bro. Like, legit. Season 1. Like at launch, like I'm gonna take Jameis.
First half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game.
That's my best linebacker that was just literally just watching the running back get 2 yards.
And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Got him.
And the Saints pressure gets him.
Avery.
Brought down for a sack. Jannard Avery giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Buck. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
That's a stinger, bro. That's a stinger. I sent the house, pushed the ball out quick, still don't get that shit back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Carson, blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, team 6, 5.
2nd and long.
Ooh, good read.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bass. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you released that halfback, I thought my pressure was going to get there, but I don't even know who has speed to blitz on my team at the moment. So.
Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st down, it's Newton.
Ooh.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was definitely trash.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 2nd and 10, Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's corralled but not before getting it inside the 35.
Sorry.
That's a gain of 14.
The DB cut before the wide receiver did. He just walked in front of him. That's crazy. Right. I hate you guys.
Got it.
47. Mike 47.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got Bravo.
Throwing on first down. Carson.
I was really hoping you didn't see him.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was the APB. The APB on his ass. Get his ass.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
57 to 56. Pull it out. Come on.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Express. 20.
Check 43. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Look at it.
Newton on third down. And an alley to run. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
On first down, it's Bass, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Proud of that play, 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent
Good
run
job,
blitz.
big
Stop
fella.
that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw, Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
I know you did. I know you did. We gonna try to get it, dude.
57. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Don't let him breathe. Now. Play that time deep. Hey, Alpha. Breathe, defense.
Check.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Keep it with it.
Around the 6. He's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I ain't mad at you, young fella.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14 to
14
nothing.
plays, 81 yards, bro. You gotta think you're cheating, man.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I'm beginning to think you're cheating, cool.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Give me that back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. A lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he's brought down after a very nice game. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Hard out here for a pimp. Bro, Mahomes is unreal, bro. I don't know if you've seen the highlight tape, bro, but...
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Julian Love picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him about the 10-yard line. Gates, the intended receiver there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go.
I hate your gut.
60-yard.
That's what I'm hoping you do. That'd be nice.
On 1st and 10. Carson, and it's caught.
You might be looking where I'm not at.
Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
And they're going to play no defense, man. Cut it out.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They completes it to Westbrook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I got 83. Tight ends on Lucy. Check 24.
Jameis to throw it.
Wow, how do they not target the guy that's in the spot,
That's complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Man,
I think we've seen this before.
Someone's
down 3 scores. That situation there.
The highest overall offensive run is like 74.
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting longer as this one goes.
I mean, because it's a coin team.
So a change of possession here on the clock.
The offense
as they take over.
Bro, you the dream of the league, bro. You the dream of the league.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
What we're seeing is an example of the team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated
he wanted me to come in here and beat Jacory, but he gave me a 72 overall.
They just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
The man didn't develop this tape for 8 years, bro.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carson. It's Hill.
He gonna disrespect them like that.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That's crazy.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
On 3rd down, Carson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And
let him get his hands on
incomplete.
it.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On it, man.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
I knew the blitz was coming, too. I looked right at it.
Strong safety, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
No, wrong play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston.
Oh, my God.
Back at his own 5-yard
The
line.
receiver that would have been open there.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
What else is I going to call, bro?
Like, to kick it off.
What else is I going to call but a screen? It's 3rd and 28.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You got a game now, young
Okay,
fellas.
partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Wait. Easy. Shut. Ready? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Ready? Y25. Hey, E. I got
it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down.
Man.
Well, this could set up a very interesting decision.
Come on, man.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
I gotta fight my way out of this hole.
He's checking.
Damn. I don't have my audible set. God damn it.
Check nickel.
That.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Rocco Soccer, you say.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
See what happens. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
I'm trying to fucking
Just a
ball out
yard
of my
there,
hands,
so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Ready. 30 base.
I'm going to come back to you.
Fire.
Operating from the gun. Carson.
Oh, yeah. Safety.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charlie, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play, it was not written down.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
The lineman pulls slow, the running back slow.
And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle.
Okay, let's pause, see if we can give it a couple seconds. Alright, let's see if it'll work now.
Run off a bunch more plays.
Okay, we're back. We good.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
SOS. Easy. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston.
Wow,
His throw here's incomplete.
come on, brother.
Turner happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Winston.
I thought we had to block right there, man.
It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Dang, that's all we got on that?
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
You said I'm ready for it. That shit funny.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Welcome back now here in London, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
Ready? 70, Indy.
47. Wildville. Hey,
Shoot. They'll keep it on the ground. Bass. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Charles, you'd say the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Oh, look at that.
35 yards that time on the punt.
Can't pick a play again. What the fuck? When that should give me that little message that'd be like, did you enjoy your experience? I would be like, hell no. Alright, we good now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come
coming to get us, people.
Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well.
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working out of the gun, Winston. He fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Winston. The open man is Westbrook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh my God!
Return here, and he's going to go down.
And he gets hurt.
Back at about the 37-yard line.
And he gets hurt.
And then following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
I'm just saying, bro. That's kind of tragic. That's kind of fucking tragic, bro. Like my best player just got hurt.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I say, no, he's going to be a problem. With everybody over there.
Under 10. Ready?
On fourth down, Jones. Thomas has got it, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now.
We got to go with Danny
convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Drop deep, Mike's 47.
From the red zone now, they'll look to
he got in. I doubled him, bro.
And he goes down.
Plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on second and long. Jones.
Don't you dip.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Oh, my God. All that open space.
Inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he is into the end zone.
Penny dimes, baby.
New Orleans.
Penny dimes, been done it.
Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are back
Penny
within a
dimes,
single
done
score.
it, man.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I ain't by myself, man. God damn it, Gina.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Kick his fucking ass. Oh, shit. Nah, bruh. Thank you.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
So here's a first and 10.
I don't think I want to be a part of this shit, man. Y'all treat people dirty.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Good job, 7-7.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll keep it on. It's Bass. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
You didn't held him to a field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, this was a clear day in September.
That feels so good, man. I'm not going to lie, man. That's fucking phenomenal.
Let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I think he's going to blitz it from there. Fuck that. I'm falling for that shit again.
Hey, Foxtrot. Go.
Where that guy at? Him, right there. Block that guy. Okay.
Jones From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Got this, people.
Penalty flag had to come out.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Look at me, zipper. I'm coming for you.
From the gun,
he fucking fell,
They're gonna get him.
God.
Back at the 16-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Go.
I doubled him. Still got in. Super fell.
Throwing Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety
relevant touchdown on the previous play, son.
His guys will get the football back. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
It's been a long day for you.
To throw from his end zone.
This motherfucker didn't just do that shit.
And he gets it up to the 10.
That's what we needed there, bro.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
He went from the 10 to the 11
on 3rd and 2. Another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Bro, that's
trash. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
That's trash, bro. He went from
they'll keep it on the
10 to the 11.
It's Bass. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here. It should have been a damn stop on the previous down. They'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Should have been a goddamn stop.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now. Out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
One play, boys.
Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
I don't even know who these DBs are here, bro. Oh, he's hurt? He can't play, huh? Okay.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Check tight. 47's a Mike. 47.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. This one into the hands of Burton.
That's a stop.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Oh, picked off, eh?
Only a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. So they escaped, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's back to throw. He's taken down. It's a three-man at this point in the game.
Oh, my God.
Let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now he's flushed down left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Holy shit, man.
Cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Oh, my God, man.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, just take forever to move in motion. Yeah, take your time, bro. Take your time, man. Any day now. All right, cool. Thanks. GG.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.
I'm blaming right fucking Bill O'Brien as my coach, man. This is
with
trash.
One last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought
something would happen. Now ain't gonna make it the next season. I'm here to play Zane twice and dip.
Backfield, and that's your ball game.
I'm here to have that motherfucker 2 L's in
the
the
win is their
5th
of the year as they move to 5-8. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's another week to forget as